Hello and welcome to the first edition of Wealth Creation through Industrialization in the year 2014. I am Hadiza Olaoshibikon. On this first of our two-part series of the program, we shall be reviewing BOI's activities in the year 2013. During the first quarter of every year, in line with best practice, most well-managed corporate organizations take stock of the previous year to measure their performances relative to their short and long-term goals and plans. It is against this background that we shall be taking a look-see into the Bank of Industry's operations in the year 2013. During the course of the year, the Bank of Industry strengthened collaboration with its domestic and foreign partners by concluding a number of MOUs and also commissioned some BOI-assisted projects across the country. But we shall begin today's episode by taking a look at how the bank fared by examining its key performance indicators in terms of loan approvals, disbursement, and quality of risk asset as measured by portfolio at risk and their developmental impact, especially as regards number of jobs created in line with the nation's development aspirations. Happy viewing. In line with the Bank of Industry's mission, which is to transform Nigeria's industrial sector and integrate it into the global economy by providing financial and business support services to attain modern capabilities for the production of goods that are competitive in both the domestic and external markets, 2013 is indeed a positive pointer to this, given the tremendous successes recorded by the bank during the course of the year in its operational performance. Number of loans approved increased by 38.19%. Cumulative loans approved also increased by 28.21%, and 2,204,788 jobs were created. The bank also recorded 14.33% improvement in the quality of risk assets. As the year progressed, some of BOI's assisted projects were commissioned in various parts of the country. First of such projects was the commissioning of the Golden Giant industry at the Free Trade Zone in Calabar, the Cross River State capital.
Ever since, we had been struggling to survive with limited resources until the CBN BOI Intervention Fund, through Nexim Bank and EcoBank respectively, made it possible to revive the project with this first phase of garmenting initiative, which we are commissioning today. The first phase we are commissioning today ought to have been operational several months ago, but for some peculiar and serious delays we experienced, both in the port and other places. This caused a lot of complications, but the BOI and the sponsoring banks are now doing their best to correct some anomalies, which we believe will give courage to us to complete the remaining two phases, or really one phase, 2-in-1 of the project within this year. Our project is meant to employ so many people in our community in Calabar and Nigeria and promote our country in the export of non-oil products.
We at the Bank of the Industry are the manager of the fund, and we are happy that this project were able to come to life after some kumas. And we are happy that the commissioning today, we are part of it. And we hope that greater heights the company will go into. And we are trying to collaborate with other stakeholders to ensure that industries are created, employment are generated, wealth are created. And we want to assure you that we are committed for any serious business entrepreneur, including modern golden giants, that we are ready to assist you, and we are committed to do that. And that's the primary function of Bank of Industry, to ensure that industry growth and those ones that are in state of coma are brought to life.
Then the commissioning of the Omoluabi Garment Factory in Osun State, one of the beneficiaries of the Cotton, Textile and Garment Scheme.
I have a testimony concerning this factory, and I want the governor, please, with due respect, sir, to hear this. Precisely on October 18, 2012, we were together in a function by the National Union of Garment and Tailoring Association of Nigeria. And I gave a commitment, I was just sitting directly beside you, that within the next couple of months, the Bank of Industry will support the state of Osun to establish a mega garment factory in Osun State. And that was precisely on 18 October 2012. And we thank God today, it is a reality, it's no longer a dream. And I must say, we also assisted the company in the training for this staff. But we made available a reasonable amount of money for capacity building, not just ordinary tailors, but tailors with skill to be able to deliver quality, not only for the local market, but what can be exported. And we trained under the Agua scheme. I'm happy to announce that we supported Sam and Sarah to start export of their product to the United States of America. Omoluabi also will do the same by the grace of God. And I believe the plan is that within about a year, we should be able to train not less than about 2,000 to 3,000 tailors. And we are committed to that, irrevocably committed to that.
The purpose of our gathering here today marks another great step forward for us as a people in our state. It is another landmark event in our long record of achievements in the short period that we have been in office. People may look at these as just a simple factory. It's not as simple as it looks. By the standard of its capacity, this is the biggest garment factory in West Africa. We are most willing to provide the enabling environment in infrastructure and security needed for thriving economic activities. I want to charge the managers of this factory to be innovative and be uncompromisingly committed to quality. This might appear to be a small beginning, but what I'm seeing is the onset of a giant clothing industry that will take the nation of West Africa by storm in the foreseeable future.
As a recipient of the CTG fund, I would say kudos to the CEO Managing Director of the Bank of Industry. She is doing a wonderful job. Because when I approached them for a loan, they didn't know me, and I didn't know anybody there. But all they looked at was how viable is the business? How well are you managing it? And the moment I had everything they wanted, or the moment I met all the criteria, my loan was granted. So I really say kudos to them. And I also want to assure everybody that gone are the days in Nigeria when you will say, oh, I have no connection. Because I have no connection, I can't get things done. It's no longer like that. It's really on merit. At least at the Bank of Industry, I would say that. They've always been partners in progress with us. Because we have a group of garment factories. We are also the promoters of Sam and Sarah, the one you usually see on Lagos Ibadan Express Road. And the Bank of Industry, they've always been at hand to help us every time we need financial assistance for our equipment.
As well as the official launch of Ankara exotic caps by Crown Natures Nigeria Limited in Lagos.
think when we own the productive assets of our country and transform what were the comparative advantages that we have into competitive ones, will we be able to call ourselves free citizens of the world? Most of the time we complain as Nigerian citizens that things are not going well, but we always fail to remember that the changes will only occur when we take pride in ourselves and in what we do. Governmenting representing where CNNL plays. She's been completely committed to what she's involved in. She spends all her time in her business ensuring that she produces quality. I'm wearing the hat here today. It's no different from any that I have worn before, foreign or local. So in terms of quality assurance, she's got it here. The second thing that she does that is pleasing to every banker, she has made every payment that is due on time. She pays the interest, she pays the capital. And that tells you about integrity. It tells you about honor. It tells you about a value-driven company. I'm very happy to be associated with this company. And I urge any one of you who can better her to call on the Bank of Industry. We're there for you.
In continuation of the relentless effort to progress its paradigm shift, BOI signed a memorandum of understanding with the Kano State government to establish a 2 billion naira counterpart fund for the development of micro, small and medium enterprises in the state.
The governor has challenged everyone. The signing today should be just the beginning. We should see more Dangotes coming out of here because you have the capacity to do it. And with the governor that's encouraging you to do it, I think all of you should support. I was very pleased yesterday when someone was talking about your Commissioner for Agriculture assisting to ensure that people get land for tomatoes. We're also supporting that here in Kano. So, Your Excellency, it is with a lot of pride, a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure that I return to Kano to see that it's taking its place again. And I want to ask, I will meet with your entrepreneurs later and tell them what your expectations are. We will bring to you all our multilateral agencies, all of what we have in the Bank of Industry, to see that you achieve more. But I thank you for your vision. I thank you for the work. I thank you for the commitment that you've had to do with your people. And I want to assure you that Bank of Industry will bring all it has to ensure that you achieve even more. I thank you.
Thank you very much. We are very delighted to have you in Kano. And let me take the opportunity to thank you for the interest and concern you showed for the good people of this state. I had an opportunity to have a meeting with you in Abuja, and I learned so much from you. And let me assure you that with people like you on our side supporting us, I believe for Kano, sky is the limit. Our plan is to make sure that in the next 2 years or so, we're able to make Kano to be the modern city that it deserves. And I'm sure this MOU that we have signed, of course, with their action, because here we call you an action lady, I believe in the next 1 month or two, these 2 billion naira will start going into the hands of entrepreneurs in Kano State.
Also, during the course of 2013, the bank, in partnership with the Gombe State government, launched the second phase of the BOI Gombe State's Counterpart Fund to the tune of 3 billion naira.
Guess how much the next phase is? 3 billion naira, the people of Gombe. He's going to give us 1.5 billion and we will match it with 1.5 billion. We have spoken to your governor. He's very committed to you. But you must respond to him. And one of the ways of responding to him is to ensure that none of you defaults in these loans that are made available. Secondly, that you continue to create wealth, create jobs, and work with a lot of dignity and pride. For you are a people that have a leader that cares a lot for you. You can't let him down. We are going to use Gombe State as a model state by the Bank of Industry. We are going to ensure that we bring all of our multilateral agencies to you here. I know that as industrialists you have challenges with power. Bank of Industry is working with UNDP for renewable energy, alternative power. We'll bring that to bear here as well. You have heard that you need capacity for the entrepreneurs. We work very closely with UNIDO. We work closely with UN Women. For the women who are here, I don't know how many of you are entrepreneurs, but I'd like you to become so. And we will bring UN Women to assist you because there are funds available through the EU that we can use to give you more capacity. By the grace of God, I think we would partner with the state of Gombe also for the bottom of the pyramid. We have done these small businesses who you have worked together, but there are some people who have no business at all. They have access to nothing. We're using Gombe State again as a model in the Northeast state.
About 2 years ago, this administration took the bold step by signing a memorandum of understanding with the Bank of Industry. It entails the creation of a matching fund of 1 billion naira through a joint contribution of 500 million naira each by the state government and the Bank of Industry. The fund is for disbursement as a soft and affordable loans to indigents of the state to invest in value addition activities in the agro-allied and mineral sectors of the economy by small and medium enterprises. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to set a strong base for the implementation of this laudable initiative, the program has been structured in 2 phases. Accordingly, upon signing the MOU, the sum of 500 million was immediately contributed by the Bank of Industry and Gombe State government. The total disbursement is currently 510 million, with another 136 million being processed, bringing the total expected disbursement to 646 million, which is 146 million above the initial fund size. It is therefore heartening to inform you that the journey so far has been so encouraging and beneficial to our entrepreneurs.
To the excitement and delight of all present, a check of 3 billion naira was handed over to the Managing Director of the Bank of Industry by His Excellency, marking the formal launch of Phase 2. As the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. For the Bank of Industry, the year 2013 was also a year of special recognition of the hard-working Managing Director, Ms. Evelyn Oputu, who was recognized as the Banker of the Year by the Sun newspaper for her leadership role in propelling the bank to becoming a world-class development financial institution through her focused leadership, vision, and unrelenting drive.
Banker of the Year Award.
Here's the amazing Amazon. Her name is Evelyn Oputu, and she is the Sun Banker of the Year 2012. Here Oputu on her job. We decided we were going to impact on the lives of Nigerians. This is because I believe in Nigeria, and I also believe in Nigerians. I believe we are hardworking people and that we need to reach out. It is just being able to see the vision, being able to see what is out there, and as well as believing in the staff that are working with me. And also demonstrating to them that they have the power within them to change the system. Yes, you can change the system. And Evelyn Oputu has done so. All hail the Sun Banker of the Year 2012.
Please put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to say that I'm really very flattered by this award. I feel humbled, I feel gratified, and I feel that this is a demonstration to all Nigerians that you are doing something that's different, recognizing the little humble contribution of all Nigerians. I thank you for this, and I hope as the years go by, you continue to recognize others, not just those of us that are in the public glare, but humble Nigerians that contribute to the goodness of our country. I thank you, and I wish you many more years.
There is no gainsaying that the Bank of Industry is indeed on the path of ensuring that Nigeria achieves its industrial revolution plan in line with President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's vision for the country. Those were some of the high points of the Bank of Industry's activities in the year 2013 as captured by the Wealth Creation crew. In the last half hour, you saw how the bank has continually grown from strength to strength due to its adoption of global best practices in all aspects of its operations. We also brought to you first-hand accounts of entrepreneurs whose fortunes have been turned around for good with BOI's support. Join us next week as we bring you the concluding part of our flashback at 2013. Until then, I am Hadiza Olaoshibikon, wishing you a prosperous and enterprising 2014.